just to the ramp right there. Okay. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is the request of West Mesa High School administration that we honor each and every graduate. Please refrain from air horns and excessive noise so that each graduate's name can be heard and each graduate can be honored. At this time, please turn off your cell phones. Welcome to the West Mesa High School graduation for the class of 2013. This afternoon, the colors are being presented by the West Mesa High School NJROTC under the direction of Major Hendricks. The West Mesa High School Band and Orchestra is under the direction of Miss Chavez. The national anthem will be sung by Courtney Ritchie, a member of the class of 2013. And now, I present the class of 2013. Please stand for the national anthem and the presentation of the colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Seniors, please be seated.
Can I move it up? Now? No? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to West Mesa High School's graduation.
We are very delighted to have everyone here with us tonight.
Good evening, parents, families, and the graduating class of 2013. It is my pleasure to introduce our honored guests this evening. Superintendent Winston Brooks. Executive Director of Family and Community Engagement, Christine Muir. Board members, Dr. Annalie Maestas, and board member and West Mesa graduate, Stephen Michael Quesada. Principal Vincent Estevan. Senior class sponsors, Christy Cunico and Deanna Valdez. Activities Director, Ruby Sandoval. Alondra Estrada, Senior Class Vice President. Mariana Bustillo, Senior Class President. Our Student Body Vice President, Yuvia Treviso. Student Body President, Christina Campa. Our salutatorian, Jordi Machado. Valedictorian, Carlos Vargas. And in our VIP section, Senator Jacob Candelaria.
Jordi Machado is our salutatorian. His parents are Luz and Efrain Machado. He has a sister, Ashley, and a brother, Efrain. Jordi has been very involved at West Mesa High School. He has taken advanced classes, DECA President, Skills USA, First Vice President of National Honor Society, and the captain of the soccer team. It is my honor to present the salutatorian for the class of 2013, Mr. Jordi Machado.
Good afternoon. It has been a hard 4 years. Of course, it was full of good times and laughter, great memories with friends, teachers, and most importantly, family. These memories will have their place in our hearts and in the halls of our memory banks. However, great were our adversities. Great were the hard moments we underwent. We, the class of 2013, witnessed our brother fighting desmoplastic cancer. A daughter who cares for her mom while the love of her life is on the other side of the country. A middle sister that has a sister in Texas and her brother in basics, and she's sick of the nostalgia every time she sees an empty home. A selfless daughter who decided to study in state, despite all other educational opportunities she had out of the state, just so she could care for her own mother. At this moment, there's a young lady that is full of anxiety and wants me to stop talking because she has a flight waiting for her to see the one that she calls hers. But we're here. Believe me, we all had worries and anxieties that stole our good night's sleep and left us utterly restless. I thank God primarily for my strong parents and that never gave up on me, that showed me unconditional love. Ellos son mi ejemplo más grande, que durante los problemas uno le echa más ganas, porque en esta vida nadie te da nada. Uno lucha por tener. Gracias, mamá y papá, porque me dan todo y perdón si le he fracasado en una ocasión, porque yo estoy tan afortunado de tenerlos en mi vida. También gracias, hermano y hermana, por estar listos para ayudarme. Los amo. I wish to thank my teachers, who are also my mentors, Mr. Simpson, Mr. Bernier, Mr. Medina, Ms. Cruz, Mr. Reed, wait 1 second, Mr. Denman, Ms. Ham, Mr. Brett Jones, Mr. Bob Jones, Ms. Glonner, Mr. Muir, y Señor Aragon. Most of all, I'd like to thank the great I Am, the Lamb and the Lion of Judah. For great was he when I found myself with stress and weariness. Therefore I boast in my weakness, for his strength is mighty. All glory goes to him, and the victory is always his. For he is my refuge, he is my strength, my shelter from the storm. My worries are great, but he is greater. Even though I may utterly fall, I shall wait for he to renew my strength, and I shall mount up with wings like eagles. Seniors, let these be my last words. Don't give up. Grow a backbone instead of a wishbone. Te amo, mamá, papá, Efraín y Ashley. También te amo, mi reina herendida. God bless, and don't forget to smile more often.
Carlos Vargas is our Carlos Vargas is our valedictorian. His parents are Mirna and Efren Vargas. He has 3 sisters, Yahaira, Yanisel, and Yandeli. Carlos has also been involved at West Mesa High School, very involved. He has been a part of Student Senate, currently serving as the Student Body Treasurer. He has been in Mesa, National Honor Society, and Skills USA. It is my extreme honor and privilege to present your 2013 valedictorian, Mr. Carlos Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, teachers, students, parents, how much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice. I'm Carlos Vargas, and I have the privilege and honor to speaking to you today at the graduation of the class of 2013. Now, I wrote a speech, and I'm going to read it because I worked really hard on it. I am unsure of where the tradition of graduation attire originated, but in the modern day, it is one of the few occasions for which men are allowed to wear a gown, and so I must ask, does this outfit make me look fat? Graduates, it's important for you to recognize that this graduation is for your loved ones. They have put in the time and effort to making sure that you reach this point. Today, we celebrate not only you, but also them. They have invested a great deal into each and every one of you. Let's just stop to think about what this ceremony really means. It represents the people who register you for school ever since you were at least 5 years old. It represents you getting up early in the morning and staying up late to finish Castillo's homework because you waited till the last minute. It is all of the experiences of compulsory schooling, all of the friends you have made, and most importantly, that you're done with high school. We have all heard the same speech, but every cliche has its truth to it, you know? There have been lots of people there for you, and tonight is a night to show your appreciation to them by going up to and thanking those who are here, and most importantly, by walking the line. This is a formal event, and you should all be very proud of yourselves because there are many who did not make it here, and there are many who were close to not even being here, so congratulations. While you have had the support from friends and family, teachers and coaches, in the end, it was about you getting the job done. Now, I sometimes fear that people will find titles such as valedictorian arrogant and vain, but in reality, they're quite humbling. Obviously, being valedictorian means a lot to me, but what it really represents is the honor and pride that it'll bring to my family, and that's what makes it important to me. To be recognized for our efforts, no matter what the size, is always great. Titles give us something to strive for. People want to be the best at what they do, and the people that are the best work hard to be the best. But always remember, everybody has their own individual talents, and you must be making sure that you use your own wisely and effectively. I have had the privilege of knowing many of you, and for many of you that I have not met, you know who I am. And there are also many who don't know that I know them, but I do. I use this to illustrate the idea that we all have the impact on each other's lives that we don't know. And we all are in the same boat together. But you have to be the one who takes the initiative to wake up every morning and do your very best so that at the end of the day you can feel the satisfaction that comes through a bit of blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, the difference between me and other people is that I happen to be particularly good at school and standardized testing. But let's face it, I'm no artist. I'm not a singer, a musician, I'm hardly an athlete, and I'm not a saint. I'm just Carlos. I put my pants on one leg at a time, and I like to spend time with my family. But we're all different. The axiom stating that every human being is unique is true, and it is true for a reason. Every person has a comparative advantage over others, and we must use those to help each other out. So never feel embarrassed to ask someone else for help. They're usually very nice about it. And if somebody asks you for help, then for goodness sakes, help them. It is very humbling when someone comes to you in want of aid for both parties, and that's a good thing. Ever since we were little, they taught us that sharing was a good thing. Humility brings us together. It represents that equality which the framers advocated so heavily. It is the opposite of arrogance, vanity, jealousy, envy, and all manner of things that keep us apart. But as I have said before, at the end of the day, it's about you getting the job done. And when you trip up, that's what friends and family are there for. You must make sure to maintain that safety net of people that are there for you. And you must also realize that you form part of a safety net for somebody else. I think that if there's anything that I've learned in my short life, it's that humans have become social in order to aid in survival. There are a lot of things that I'm sure we will all remember from our education. Little things like the nostalgia felt when they first turned on the swamp coolers because they remind us of elementary school, but not in high school because they smell terrible. We will remember singing De Colores in kindergarten. Or maybe your first cell phone, which might have been a cell phone, with a flip phone. But with it, you learned to text in class without the teacher noticing. Or maybe you thought you did. Then maybe you got a cell phone with the full QWERTY keyboard that you slid out. And now, a smartphone, which is an incredible piece of technology, especially considering how much they do and how ubiquitous they've become. I'm sure that right now, somebody is on their phone checking their email on Instagram or Twitter. And this just shows how amazing cell phones have become in our lives. I think that we'll also remember the first time the school changed the computers from Windows XP to Windows 7 and we had to learn a new operating system. Or maybe that road that you took literally hundreds of times to school every day and back. And who could forget those wonderful times when you run desperately to the bathroom only to find that they're locked and you have to go all the way to M Hall. And what about those lovely mold stains on the ceilings of M Hall, which so kindly grace us with their presence? Which reminds me, we were the first class to use the new Whitehall or Mustang Academy. So bad, how bad must the old Whitehall must have been so that they decided to rebuild it? But despite all of that, we still have been incredibly lucky to receive the education that we have. In most countries around the world, if you want to receive an education, you must be incredibly rich or incredibly intelligent. But I am sure that we will all remember these school memories because they remind us of a simpler time. And now we have the opportunity to make even better memories. It's time to begin, isn't it? Because after all, today is the first day of the rest of our lives, right? And now I must take the time to address my own parents who have worked continuously hard to get me where I am today. For all of you who don't know Spanish, learn. You gotta love Paul Rodriguez. Muchas veces me he preguntado, ¿qué he hecho yo para merecer una vida tan bendecida? Cuando hay muchas personas que pasan por grandes sufrimientos por los cuales yo jamás tendré que pasar. Me imagino que también muchos de ustedes a veces se preguntan la misma cosa en algún tiempo. Pero mis padres, como muchos, vinieron a este país en búsqueda de una vida mejor. Les agradezco todo el esfuerzo que han hecho por mí y para mis hermanas. Ya comenzó una nueva etapa en mi vida. También le debo agradecerles a mis bellas hermanas por siempre hacer lo que podían por mí a pesar de los obstáculos que tenían que sobrepasar. Quizá de ellas aprendí la perseverancia y el significado de la familia. A mis cuñados, gracias por ser buenos con mis hermanas y sobrinos. No saben qué alivio es tenerlas en buenas manos. Para mis sobrinos, que los quiero mucho, el único consejo que les puedo dar es el que le he dado a todos. Hay que echarles muchas ganas en la vida, porque ahorita mismo yo no estoy en una mala posición. Pero no se trata de ser el mejor, sino hacer lo mejor que puede hacer uno. Este es el secreto de la felicidad, porque cuando hay un fracaso, nadie le puede reclamar nada. Como hispano, supongo que me he dado cuenta de que no solo me represento a mí, a mi familia, sino a mi gente también. Eso es algo de lo cual muchos muchachos desgraciadamente no se han dado cuenta de. Y es una lástima, porque de la pereza solo vendrá una vida más difícil. Porque ¿qué será más difícil? ¿Los libros o la pala? A los muchachos que desperdician sus oportunidades en este país, reaccionan. No dejen que los esfuerzos de sus padres y familias sean desperdiciados en vano. Now I must also thank all of my friends who have made my high school experience so incredible. Christina, with your ridiculous laugh. You are a very hard worker and you are involved in everything. Yuvia, you hit hard. And you are also one of the sweetest persons I've ever met. Alondra, you have a beautiful voice and you always let me bother you with my problems. And you are the one who knows my family best. Miranda. Love you too. And to all of my other friends that I have made over the years, thank you very much. I love you all. Also, for everyone who wanted a shout out, in the words of the ever eloquent Sweet Brown, ain't nobody got time for that. And besides, don't worry, the counselors will call each and every one of you up, because if I did it, we'd be here all night. To all of the teachers that have helped shape me into who I am today, I could never thank you enough. I would like to mention each and every one of you individually, but again, time. You teachers represent the hard work that I have been exalting in my speech here today. Day in and day out, you make sure that you go to work and you make sure that the students learn something new every day. Your community service is validated during these moments of achievement. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It takes a village to raise a child, and I have always been blessed to be in a great one here at West Mesa and throughout my education. One last note that I want to end on. This world is full of unnecessary suffering, and it's up to you to change that. We're all in the same boat, and it's up to everyone's collective and individual responsibility to make this world a little brighter for your fellow man. Once again, graduates, I would like to congratulate you for your accomplishments, and I wish everyone the best in the future. Thank you, and have a good night.
Good evening. Parents, let's give a round of applause for your students over here. This is the first year I had to use glasses to read, so what I'd like to do before I give my speech, I'd like all the graduating seniors who will be joining the military when they leave to stand up to receive a round of applause. Thank you. Every year I try to figure out what I want to say to you. And this year, a young lady by the name of Yvette Elizondo gave me an idea. And so tonight, here it goes. Congratulations, Mustangs. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the Stangs who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care, with the thoughts of Bova, Glonner, and Mr. Bernier. With your head full of brains and your feet full of shoes, you'll have Moreno and Sanchez to think of, as well as Miss Cruz. There'll be struggles to deal with and problems to hash out, but you'll hear Corley and Denman knowledge begin to shout out. Sandoval, Cunico, and Valdez are a phone call away when your confidence and psyche sway far, far away. And when you feel lost by the road or the path up ahead, think of Schreier and Jones and McMath who have led. Don't forget the wisdom of McLeod, Muir, and Aragon, nor the expertise of Hendricks and Senior Chief Nicholson. Out there, things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. Oh, the places you will go. And then things start to happen. Don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Like Marcus and Romolo and Chris White, they're all ready to tackle the world with their feet that are steady. Travis and Gary and Dominic Davis won't get water from Mariah or Carla Olivas. But Mustangs will last forever in our heart to hand out praise even when you depart. Red, white, and blue are the colors we wear. We'll stare down any problem with no thought of despair. Christina Campa won't lag behind because she has speed. She'll assist Yuvia and Mariana, and soon they'll take the lead. Wherever they fly, they'll be best of the best. Wherever they go, they'll top all of the rest. Jalen and Hodges and Fisher, they know that being the best is not all just a show, but work that is hard and sweat that is poured and tears that come down when others have scored. Now remember, when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun, but you'll have Mustangs that are many, and in that we have won. Carlos Vargas and Jordi may come to a place where the streets are not marked, but there's plenty of space to show off their smarts and to shine bright like a star and remember their time as Mustangs wherever they are. My mornings will be sad and won't be complete anymore. Sam Shirzada is gone. He's opened a new door. C&M is waiting for his feet and his brains. His future is now. Sam, hold tight to the reins. Don't ever doubt that you do not belong. Keep fighting and fighting. You're right, seldom wrong. Losing Miranda Senna will make me feel glum, but it will last for a minute because she's far, far from dumb. Any college she chooses, any program she seeks, will have smiles and laughter on both sides of their cheeks. We'll have technology and books and rulers and pens are but tools that she'll use to graduate once again. Jacqueline Munoz and Scott Wesselink are not far, far behind, but wait, let me think. My Mustangs who sit here in front of me now have power and brains and feet that will wow. There'll be doubters for all of my stangs, but remember to fight, because I know you can hang. I must end, but I know that you all will strive forth. Never stand still. Don't go south, but go north. Now, if you are Debo and ASU is in sight, contest hard and strong with all of your might. You've proven your worth as a champ on the mat. We're watching to see the opponents you combat. They'll be tough and strong, and you may have some doubt, but your hand will be raised, a doubt I'm without. So seniors, take a page from this 3-time state champ and never give up, but shine bright as a lamp. And now you must move forward with credentials in hand and know that your future is in your command. My door is wide open for all of you now. Former Mustangs have come to share stories of wow. Come see me and share your own plights and success, your joys and your sorrows. I'll share your distress. So whether your name is Delgado or Mosley or Dulce Teo, or Patrick or Benavides or Yvette Elizondo, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your future is waiting. So get on your way. So, wonderful Mustangs and class of 13, opportunities are knocking. The light has turned green. Congratulations, guys. I love you. And now, Dr. Annalie Maestas and Stephen Quesada, I would like to present the class of 2013. They have met all of the graduation requirements as set forth by the Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education. along with the New Mexico Public Education Department. To you, I present the class of 2013.
Good evening. On behalf of the Albuquerque Public Schools Board of Education, we are honored to accept the 2013 class of West Mesa. Congratulations.
As a fellow Mustang, I'd like to tell you, now's the time to dream. Please dream big, and remember, dream with your eyes wide open. Class of 2013!
Row 1, please stand. Rafael D. Acosta. Christopher Aguilar. Drew Nicole Millennium Albert. Crystal Almeida. Benin Al Tamimi. Jacqueline Monet Apodaca. James Apodaca. Carlos Jose Aragon. Nicholas B. Archuleta. Cynthia B. Are. Jonathan Ramirez Astorga. Elena R. Avila. Eric Alejandro Avila. Andrew J. Baca. Leandra Anaya. Jason R. Baca. Michaela Rochelle Baca. Luis Enrique Bautista. Andrew Joseph Bejarano. Neda Argentina Beltran. Desiree N. Benavides. Kayla Johanna Benavides. Sierra Anna Jane Brinsfield. Deshaun R. Brown. Isaiah C. Birch. Ariana C. Burks. Marcus Gabriel Bush. Guillermo Bustillos. Mariana Anissa Bustillos. Alicette Ruby Cabrera Trejo. Cristina Campa. Jose Luis Candelaria. Jasmine Caraveo. Jessica Iridian Carvajal. Diana Cardenas. Estefania Carrion. Isaac Carrera. Johnny Carrillo. Eric Castañeda. Miguel A. Castillo. Esmeralda Castillo Lergarda. Alexis Castro. Jaciel Isai Cervantes Carrion. Ricardo Carrasco. Salvador Chavarin. Carlos E. Chavarria. Alyssa Ray Chavez. Bobby E. Chavez. Nisa A. Chavez. Ricardo S. Chavez. Stephen P. Chavez. Amberly Page Choi. Tara F. Choi. Alicia S. Coakley. Anissa Kimberly Cordova. Jose Eduardo Corona. Michael A. Corral. Saul John Curley. Ayana Simone Daughtry. Dominic Ray Davis. Patrick R. De Herrera. Adeline Delgado. Andrea G. Delgado. Diana Delgado. Tyler Allen DeMarcus. Daniel Edmund DeVera. Arlene Christelle Diaz. Karen I. Diaz. Esmeralda M. Diaz. Juliana Esperanza Dill. Shondell Marie Dominguez. Kevin Duarte. Leticia Duran. Philip De Vera. Erendida R. Escobar. Yvette A. Elizondo. Mariah D. Escudero. Jalen Espinoza. Alondra Esmeralda Estrada Olives. Sigourney Maria Estrada. Austin S. Fideli. Erica Fierro. Annette A. Fierro. Alicia Julie Fisher. Alicia B. Flores. Jonathan J. Gallardo. Rodney Lauren Gallegos. Jaden Gregory Gallegos. Dulce Maria Galvan. Marissa E. Garcia. Mireya G. Garcia. Richard B. Garcia. Samantha J. Garcia. Jonathan Esau Gill. Victor Gomez. Mario E. Gonzalez Jr. Alex Gonzalez. Anthony Lee Gonzalez. Destiny Monique Gonzalez. Joshua Jeremiah Gonzalez. Monique C. Gonzalez. Gonzalo L. Gonzalez. Valeria Gonzalez. Joshua Matthew Green. Eddie Guevara. Brandon Luis Gurley. Daniela Patricia Guzman. Ezekiel Javerin Hernandez. Jonathan Hernandez. Cassandra Ann Hernandez. Martine Hernandez Jr. Jordan L. Herrera. Tiffany Lynn Hodges. Mariah Alexis Jaramillo. Donovan C. Katam. John C. Lannon. Marissa Nadine Laris. Jose Ervin Ledesma. Bianca Itzel Loera. Damaris J. Lopez. Jasmine Lopez. Justin F. Lopez. Jessica Loya. Andrew Lucero. Angelica Dominique Lucero. Diamond Lugo. Albert Ray Lujan Jr. Nicholas Dean Lujan. Raymond Paul Lujan. Jordi Yohari Machado. Jonathan M. Maneri. Tomas Charles Mares. Joseph J. Mares. Tony I. Mares.
James M. Marquez. Desiree Christine Maruso. Elijah Martin. Christopher N. Martinez. Henry J. Martinez. Manuel R. Martinez. Marcus Cruz Martinez. Monique Crystal Martinez. Moses A. Martinez. Perla Lisbeth Martinez. Christina Maya. Dorothy Sylvia McCoy. Cynthia Medina. Clarissa M. Medina. Eric Mendoza. Ivan H. Mendoza. Nicholas O. Mendoza. Julian E. Molina. Joe Severo Mora. Ashley Renee Mosley. Mark Allen Mosley. Elena Renee Moya. Esteban A. Moya. Alejandra T. Munoz. Jacqueline Munoz. Michael A. Naranjo. Lorianne A. Newfield. Sinclair S. Norris. Adrian Montes Chacon. Sydney Rain Norris. Kayla Elizabeth Natel. Carla L. Olivas. Brock Skylar Omandam. Brianna Jasmine Orona. Alexis Michelle Ortiz. Deandra Raylyn Pacheco. Daniel R. Padilla. Jose Pedro Padilla. Alan Palma. Yvette Marie Parrish. Haley Victoria Patrick. Miguel Angel Payan. Karen Pedraza. Lourdes Anarica Peñado. Emily Marie Pettis. Victor A. Pettis. Victor E. Pettis. Kyle R. Peters. Travis Benjamin Peterson. Jacob M. Porras. Silmi P. Quiros. Thank you. Cody L. Reagan. Clarissa Sofia Ramirez. Elijah D. Ramon. Ruben Stephen Ramos. Miguel A. Regosa. Samantha M. Richards. Courtney Allen Ritchie. Jacob J. Rydens. Carlos Rodriguez. Daniel Rivas. Carlos Rivera. Cesar Robles. Eric Robles. Crystal Rodriguez. Daniel Rodriguez. Nancy Rodriguez. Nicole Marie Rodriguez. Victor Rodriguez. Victoria Rodriguez. Selena Rojo. Angelo G. Romero. Cesar G. Romero. Diana Romero. Kiazi O. Romero. Carlos A. Routzen. Destiny Dawn Saavedra. Rosa Elizabeth Salas Lopez. Crystal Alicia Stephanie Salas. Marvin James Salazar. Martine Salazar. Romulo Joe Salazar. Melissa Saldana. Luz C. Salinas. Luis A. Sanchez. Elizabeth A. Saracino. Miranda Marie Senna. Eric Cerna. Richard T. Shields. Samim Shirzada. Marcos A. Silva. Alexandra Lee Simoni. Noeli S. Solis. Anthony J. Sorto. Scarlett Nicole Soto. Lauren Jamie Sparks. Kaya L. Sutherland. Esteban M. Tafoya. Dulce Teo. Gary Michael Tebow Moore. Raven A. Thomas. Alexis Brianna Torres. Aiden Reed Tracy. Christina Tan Tran. Yuvia Anis Treviso. Pedro G. Trujillo. Victoria Uritia. Alex J. Valdez. Wendy Valdez. Adrian Valela. Carlos Daniel Vargas. Jonathan Vasquez. Juan Venegas Jr. Carlene Zatina. Ramon Venzor Jr. Erica Yesenia Vitella. Scott Allen Westlink. Christopher Terrell White. Jasmine Monique Woods. April Brannon Yaza. Ashley Megan Yellowhair. Jessica Jeanette Zubiate.
Congratulations, class of 2013. At this time, switch your tassels from your right to your left. We made it. We are now high school graduates. Go class of 2013!
Seniors, please stand. Get your caps. Stay in line. Parents, you may meet your seniors at the Creative Arts parking lot. Exit through the main doors. Congratulations, class of 2013. You may exit.
Albuquerque Public Schools, support the potential.